Hey guys, it's Toxik Fox. Welcome back to my channel. Today is day 2 of our 31 days of Halloween challenge situation. And today we are working on part 1 of a Halloween costume that is actually going to end up being a display for the store that I work at. But it's spooky and I thought I'd take you through it with me. So part 1 is going to be the jacket. We are making this suit jacket, although we are altering a little bit. We don't need any pockets, so we're not doing pockets. Yeah, so we're gonna get started. Obviously, we need our pattern. We have our main fabric, which is this black and white stripe. So if you haven't guessed what it is already, you're broken and you need to be educated on some classic Halloween stuff. And then we are lining it with this bright green cotton. This is Mojito from Free Spirit. And then we also have our little black buttons, basic thread, scissors, whatnot nonsense. And we're going to need some iron-on interfacing as well. This is just a little piece, but I have lots more. Alright, so we skipped filming the long boring process, but I have cut out all of the pieces necessary for the jacket, for the main fabric, lining, and the interfacing. Now we're going to go iron the interfacing onto the main jacket pieces. Yeah. Okay, so now that all of the interfacing is ironed on, we're going to stitch the side pieces to the front, as well as stitching the back 2 pieces together, and then stitching the backs to the fronts of the shoulders. And then we'll be back once I do that. Alright, so that is done. We have the side panels stitched to the front. We have the actual seam line, and then we did zigzag stitch the edges just for a little extra cleanness. Back is stitched together, shoulders are stitched together. So now I believe our next step is actually to deal with this little welty boy. So we're gonna get the pieces for that. Alright, the welt is complete. Looks okay. Definitely still needs some ironing, but overall that turned out pretty good. Now our next mission, I have gone ahead and done some stay stitching in the corners and clipped them for the fronts as well as these pieces. And now we're going to stitch these on and then flip them right side out. And then we are also going to stitch the 2 collar pieces together and then stitch the top collar and under collar together. Stitch them on like so, and then you're going to flip it inside out, and then it will look like this. And when you open it, you've got the same thing. Now, I've done the collar as well. There's the under collar, there's the top of the collar. It's done in a different direction because it's got to look right. And then the next step we have is actually going to be attaching the collar. We're going to attach the underside of the collar to the outside of the garment. And then we are going to pop the lining inside the garment. So we're going to attach the lining at the shoulder seams for the inside, as well as these little tiny itty bitty arms, and then so the inside of the collar to the lining. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that bit. I've already gone ahead and stitched in the little dart, which is at the top of the lining, as well as hemmed the bottom of the lining. So I'll be back with the next step done, and hopefully it'll look less confusing than it sounds. Alright, so we've gone along and we did a little bit of a rolled hem here, and we have attached the lining, and then we have the collar up here all attached, and then if you actually look in here, it is stitched shut as well. So we're going to iron this to make it look pretty. We're also going to stitch the sleeves together, so we have the sleeve and then the under sleeve, and then obviously we have the liners to go with them. So we're going to stitch those together and those together, and then pop them on to the jacket, and I'll be back after I do that. And the sleeve is on the inside. I have gone ahead and done the hem along the bottom, as well as added in the buttonholes. I just need to slice open the actual hole and pop the buttons on the other side, and hand stitch the hem of the sleeve, and we'll be done. So I'll be back when it's completely done and I can show you what it looks like. And there is the completed BeetleJuice jacket. I hope you guys enjoyed this tiny journey with me. First time I've made a full-on like suit jacket. I don't like this pattern. I'll choose a different pattern next time. But yeah, we're done. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you again tomorrow for day 3.